Good day, everyone. For today, I will be discussing the topic of investigation of groundwater occurrences along Nile Valley between South Cairo and Beni Suef, Egypt, with the use of geophysical and geodetic techniques. I am your host for today's journey as we discuss how geodetic engineering contributes in the field of geology. So, without further ado, let's proceed. To proceed with the research objectives, the authors have four major goals in conducting this study. The first is to discuss the relation of this topic in the field of geodetic engineering. As we go further, we will know how crucial this field is in terms of the proper usage of the global navigation satellite system in the investigation of groundwater occurrences. Next, is to explain the importance of groundwater system. At the end of this presentation, we should be able to learn the importance and basic definition of groundwater system. Last but not the least is to examine hydrological water flow along the Nile Valley with the use of remote sensing techniques. With the use of this application, the researcher will be able to conduct an observation without performing ground data surveying. So what is geodetic engineering? Geodetic engineering is the field of science that focuses on the study of Earth's surface. In simple terms, it deals with the analysis, interpretation, mapping, and surveying of land areas around the globe. However, this does not limit in surveying only. This profession can create a map that can represent geohazard potential which is beneficial in the community. Another application is in terms of global positioning system, and with the assistance of geodetic engineers, together with the help of satellites, they are able to provide real-time location of the users across the globe. These are some examples of natures of work in this profession. Moreover, in line with the study of Mansour et al. 2023, it is said that the country of Egypt, particularly in the Nile River, is experiencing reduced water flow due to the development of the Ethiopian Dam. With this, the field of geodetic engineering can determine the analysis of the hydrological water flow with the use of global navigation satellite system. So to proceed, what is groundwater? So groundwater is the water that occurs in the Earth's surface. It occupies space in the soil. According to the article of Britannica, most of the groundwater comes from the precipitation, and when the soil zone becomes saturated, it will eventually come downward. So what is the difference between groundwater and surface water? Groundwater is constantly in motion, while the surface water moves slowly. So this has an important role to the development of arid, semi-arid zones, agriculture, and in industry. For the data and methodology, the various geological structures in the study region were evaluated using aeromagnetic data. The total magnetic anomaly map scale is 1 is to 100,000, and it is well expressed magnetic anomaly map of the study zone. Then after the compilation and removal of regional magnetic trend, the reduction to the pole was estimated using the mean values of inclination and declination for each locality in Egypt. Moreover, the GNSS or the Global Navigation Satellite System as a part of geodetic measurements are the main sources of the observation that will be used in this study. With the use of this, the accuracy of the result will reach a sub-millimeter level that can determine the resistivity of the data processing, and interpretation. To proceed with the results and discussion, the figure presents the compilation of the observation made by the researcher. Based on the findings, the first layer contains gravel, mud, and loose sands from the recent deposits. The second layer contains sand with sizes of coarse sand, medium, and fine-grained sand, followed by the clay, which represents the groundwater aquifer in the study area. The third layer, on the other hand, is composed of clayey sand, silt clay, and limestone from the thin layers of fine sand. The last layer has low resistivity values. Its components are shale, clay, and limestone sediments. Furthermore, based on the findings, there are high resistivity values around Nile River and the eastern part of the study area, while low in the western part. Another observation was made, and it was all about the regional and local horizontal movements per year. Based on the findings, they used the Euler's fixed point theorem wherein this was used to understand the movements of the tectonic plates. And according to their study, the maximum regional velocities was around zero point 0.1 millimeters, and the maximum local horizontal velocities was about 1.1 millimeter per year. The study was conducted to know the underground water and deformation control using integrated geophysical and geodetic methods. In conclusion, it is essentially to apply these techniques not only in monitoring of groundwaters, but in different aspects as well. With the use of this application or methods, the accuracy of the data will increase and the advancement of technology will be utilized as well. Lastly, these are the references that I used in presenting this study. Then, before ending this presentation, I would like to say that no matter how the status of our lives, we still have the power to contribute to the progress of the society. It is just a matter of appreciating everyone's talent and nurturing it with the help of the right people. Again, I am Ivan Lance Lorgin Panganiban. Thank you for listening and God bless.